Most people don't actually have too much face fat. They have face fat that refuses to leave. You can lose weight. Your stomach flattens. Your arms slim down. Your clothes fit better. But your face? Still round. Still puffy. Still holding on. That's not bad genetics. That's signal dominance. Face fat is not governed by effort. It's governed by hormones, fluid balance, and nervous system tone. And until you change those signals, no amount of chewing gum, jaw exercises, or face yoga will give you a sharp jawline. This video is about changing the signals. What face fat actually is. Your face stores very little true fat compared to your abdomen or thighs. What you see as face fat is a mix of subcutaneous facial fat pads, lymphatic fluid retention, sodium-driven water storage, cortisol-driven inflammation. This is why face fat appears overnight, changes day to day, looks worse in the morning, reacts strongly to stress and sleep. Your face is a mirror of internal balance, not calories. That's why people can lose 10 kilograms and still have chubby cheeks. 530. Why face fat is more hormone sensitive than belly fat. Facial fat is extremely responsive to cortisol, insulin, estrogen, aldosterone, water retention hormone. When cortisol is high, blood flow shifts away from the face. Lymph drainage slows. Inflammation increases. Your body holds fluid in the cheeks and jaw as a protective response. This is why chronic stress equals puffy face. Poor sleep equals double chin appearance. Aggressive dieting equals moon face. Your face isn't stubborn. It's defensive. The morning puffiness trap. Why your face looks worse after waking up. Overnight, a lymph flow slows. Breathing becomes shallow. Sodium redistributes. Cortisol spikes naturally. If you sleep late, eat salty food at night, scroll before bed, sleep on your back with poor posture, fluid pools in the cheeks, jawline, and under the chin. That's not fat gain. That's fluid stagnation, which means it's reversible, fast. The 3 signals that keep face fat stuck. Signal 1, elevated cortisol. Chronic stress tells your body, do not let go of facial fullness. Signal 2, insulin spikes. High insulin increases sodium retention, face puffiness. Signal 3, poor lymphatic flow. Your face has no pump. It relies on movement and breathing. Fix these signals, face fat leaves. Ignore them, nothing works. Why spot reduction fails, and what actually works instead. You cannot burn fat from the face directly, but you can reduce facial fluid retention, shrink fat pad size indirectly, tighten skin appearance, improve jawline visibility. Face fat loss is systemic, not local. The face changes when the body feels safe, inflammation drops, hormones normalize. The truth about face exercises, what they can and can't do. Face exercises do not burn fat, but they do improve blood flow, activate lymph drainage, enhance muscle tone, reduce sagging appearance. Think of them as drainage tools, not fat burners. Used correctly, powerful. Used alone, useless. Exercise 1. The lymphatic jaw release. Do this daily. This is not a workout. This is a drainage protocol. How to do it. Sit upright. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale slowly through pursed lips. Gently open and close the jaw. Massage downward toward the neck. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes. This stimulates a lymph vessels, a vagus nerve, parasympathetic tone. Result: less puffiness, sharper jawline, visible change within days. Exercise 2. Chin lift plus tongue press. This targets the submental region, double chin area. How to do it. Look up slightly. Press tongue firmly to the roof of the mouth. Hold 5 to 10 seconds. Release. Repeat 10 to 15 times. This activates suprahyoid muscles, neck stabilizers, lymph flow under the chin. It doesn't burn fat. It reveals structure. Why breathing determines face shape. Most ignore this. Mouth breathing equals face puffiness. Nasal breathing lowers cortisol, improves nitric oxide, enhances lymph drainage. People who switch to nasal breathing often notice a leaner face, reduced jaw tension, A less cheek fullness. Your face shape is tied to how you breathe. The food triggers that inflate your face overnight. Face fat loves, refined carbs, late night eating, alcohol, high sodium plus low potassium. These cause water retention, facial inflammation, bloating in cheeks. The face reacts faster than the stomach. The 48-hour face slimming reset. This works shockingly fast. If you want visible face slimming quickly, for 48 hours, hydrate aggressively, reduce sodium, eat potassium-rich foods, sleep before midnight, nasal breathing only. This drains fluid first. Fat loss follows later. Why weight loss plateaus show up in the face first. The face is a stress barometer. When weight loss stalls, cortisol rises, face fullness returns, jawline softens. That's not regression. That's nervous system overload. Fix recovery, face slims again. The estrogen connection, especially important for women. Estrogen dominance causes cheek fat retention, jawline softness, water pooling, supporting estrogen balance, fiber, movement, sleep, stress reduction. This alone can dramatically change face shape. How long face fat actually takes to leave. Timeline realistic. 3 to 5 days, less puffiness. 7 to 14 days, visible slimming. 3 to 6 weeks, structural changes. Face fat leaves after safety signals stabilize. Why extreme dieting makes your face worse. Crash dieting raises cortisol, flattens muscle tone, increases water retention. Result: skin looks loose, face looks rounder. Lean faces are built with calm consistency, not aggression. The one daily habit that sharpens the face fastest. Walking, not cardio, not HIIT. Walking lowers cortisol, improves insulin sensitivity, enhances lymph flow. Many people notice face changes before body changes. A slim face is not earned. It's allowed when your body feels safe, hydrated, rested, regulated. It lets go. Your jawline isn't hidden. It's protected. You don't need extreme exercises, face gadgets, starvation. You need correct signals, drainage, recovery. Fix the system. The face follows. Why your jawline is a nervous system issue, not a fat issue. Here's something most fitness channels never tell you. Your jawline visibility is controlled by muscle tone plus nervous system tension. When the nervous system is stressed, jaw clenches, neck tightens, a lymph flow slows, blood pools in the lower face. This creates the illusion of fat. That's why people under chronic stress often develop thicker looking necks, soft jawlines, fuller lower cheeks, not from fat gain, but from protective tension and fluid stagnation. A relaxed nervous system reveals structure. The vagus nerve link. This is why calm faces look leaner. The vagus nerve controls digestion, inflammation, a lymph movement, facial blood flow. When vagal tone is low, your face looks inflamed and swollen. When vagal tone improves, the face deflates. This is why practices like slow nasal breathing, humming, cold face splashes, neck mobility can literally change how your face looks within days. Not metaphorically, visibly. Why cold exposure shrinks face puffiness without fat loss. Cold exposure doesn't burn face fat. It does something better. It constricts blood vessels, reduces inflammation, improves lymph drainage, lowers facial cortisol signaling. Cold water on the face for 20 to 30 seconds reduces cheek swelling, sharpens contours, tightens skin appearance. This is why models and athletes use cold exposure before events. It's not cosmetic. It's physiological. Sodium isn't the enemy, but timing is everything. Most people blame salt. That's wrong. Salt is only a problem when potassium is low, hydration is poor, insulin is unstable. Low potassium plus high sodium equals face puffiness. The face holds water first because it's vascular-rich tissue. Fix mineral balance. Face fat appearance drops rapidly. Why late eating bloats the face more than the stomach? Eating late doesn't just affect weight. It affects fluid distribution. Late meals spike insulin, reduce nighttime lymph movement, increase facial water retention. That's why you wake up with cheek fullness and a soft jawline. This isn't fat. It's trapped fluid. Earlier dinners equals leaner mornings. The tongue, jaw, neck chain most ignore this entire system. Your tongue posture affects your face shape. Poor tongue posture, forward head posture, compressed neck, blocked lymph drainage. Correct tongue posture lifts facial structure, improves neck alignment, enhances drainage. This is why mouth breathing and phone posture ruin jawlines. It's mechanical, not cosmetic. Why face fat leaves last during weight loss? The body releases fat in order of perceived survival importance. Face fat equals signaling tissue. It protects hormonal cues, reproductive signals, stress buffering, until the body feels safe. Face fat stays. That's why extreme dieting makes the face look worse first. The cortisol cheek loop. This is brutal but important. Here's the loop. Stress, cortisol rises. Cortisol, facial water retention. Puffiness, frustration. Frustration, more stress. And the cycle continues. Breaking this loop improves face shape, improves fat loss everywhere. You don't attack face fat. You disarm the threat signal. Why HIIT can make your face look fuller. HIIT isn't bad, but done excessively it spikes cortisol, increases inflammation, worsens fluid retention. Some people notice lean body, puffy face. That's not a contradiction. That's stress dominance. Face fat leaves fastest in low-stress environments. Walking versus cardio, which actually slims the face. Walking wins, because walking lowers cortisol, improves insulin sensitivity, enhances lymph movement. Cardio burns calories. Walking changes signals. Faces respond to signals, not calorie burn. Alcohol in the face. Why one night shows immediately? Alcohol dehydrates, disrupts sleep, increases inflammation, impairs lymph drainage. That's why even one night shows up in cheeks, under eyes, jawline. Face fat is reactive tissue. The skin tightness illusion. Why faces look leaner without fat loss? Many people think they lost face fat. They didn't. They reduced inflammation, improved skin tension, restored muscle tone. That's enough to change appearance dramatically. Slim faces are often de-inflamed, not fat-free. The 7-day face reset protocol. If someone followed this for 1 week, sleep before midnight, nasal breathing only, 8 to 10K steps daily, hydration with electrolytes, no late meals, 5 minutes lymph massage, they would not lose fat, but their face would look leaner, feel tighter, show structure. And that's what most people want. Why genetics get blamed when it's actually behavior? Yes, genetics influence fat pad placement, bone structure, but genetics do not control cortisol levels, sleep quality, insulin spikes, posture. Most genetic face fat is behavioral signaling. There is no exercise that burns face fat directly, but there is a system that releases it. And once that system is aligned, face changes happen fast. Your face isn't stubborn. It's responding. When the body feels calm, the face lets go. If this changed how you see face fat, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, it tells the algorithm this information matters. Subscribe if you want science-based fat loss without confusion or punishment. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown. And comment below. What area do you want to understand next? Face, belly, arms, or hormones? Because once you learn how the body actually works, fat loss stops being a fight and starts becoming automatic. I'll see you in the next one.